In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your habits stick. You see, I do a lot of biohacks every day, some easier than others. Now, it's taken a long time and a lot of fine-tuning along the way, but now my routine is rock solid thanks to a couple of principles I've applied along the way. So before I show you how to make them stick, let me show you what I do. So buckle up, friends. I am stripping back the curtain, taking off the makeup, and showing you everything I do in a day in under 3 minutes. Let's go. So my day starts with a 5 a.m. wake up. I don't hit snooze and I don't check emails first thing. I then grab my dry brush and start exfoliating my skin as I make my way into the kitchen and turn on my red light panel. And next up is hydration. So I'll mix half a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt in a cup of lukewarm water, since this is a really great source of electrolytes and minerals. I'll down that real fast and then make my way outside to get some physical exercise in. I start with a couple minutes on the trampoline to basically get my heart rate up, and yes, sometimes I fall off. Then I move on to my vibration plate for some squats and light stretching to really loosen up those tight muscles in my whole body. From there, I'm flipping upside down on my inversion table for about 5 minutes for some light neck traction and a little boost of blood flow straight to the brain. Then it's back inside for my priming session, where I lay on the biomat and do 10 minutes of binaural beats, followed up by 10 minutes of Wim Hof breath work. I take a quick glance at my sleep stats from all my devices before heading outside for my 10-minute walk into the sunshine to set my circadian rhythm. Once I finish up with that, I am back inside for my morning elixir made with a minerals blend and Organifi red juice for antioxidants. I then use that concoction to wash down all my supplements, including my Pendulum Life probiotic and Qualia Mind nootropics. And finally, my favorite part of the day, it's time for coffee, bulletproof style. So I blend my coffee with MCT oil and ghee to basically spike my ketones and really light my brain up before sitting down and cranking on work for a couple of hours. Now, I alternate between standing and sitting all day, usually an hour on and then an hour off. And then midday, when I start to lose my focus, I'll usually lie down for a 20-minute nap with binaural beats or do some type of HRV training with one of my many stress wearables like the Muse S, Apollo Neuro, or the Zen by Nirvana. And it's back to work for cranking a couple more hours before heading out for some outdoor activities. When evening time rolls around, I like to wind down by first relaxing my muscles. And so I do this with either my leg compression device or my sports massager. And then I'm out for my sunset walk to close the loop on my circadian rhythm routine. When I'm back inside, I grab my blue blocking glasses and head straight to the bedroom to turn on my AC and my 8 Sleep device so that my bed is freezing cold by the time I crawl in. I basically stare at a blank wall for a couple of hours until I head back into the kitchen for either some bone broth soup or one of my sleep supplements to really help relax my body for sleep. By 9 o'clock, I'm in bed and under the covers, but I usually take 20 minutes or so to finish up the day with some light breathing and a sleep hypnosis track before drifting off and starting all over the next day. Well, friends, that was a lot. Now, I don't always do all those things in that exact order at 4x speed, but for the most part, I try to get most of those things done in my routine every day. But don't get me wrong, habit building has been hard. And for years, I just struggled with getting down the basics. I was trying to do too many things all at once, and it ended up being way too much work and way too time consuming. So if you're into the habit tracking scene, you've probably heard of James Clear's Atomic Habits. And if you haven't, then pause this video, go read it, and come back. Just kidding. Here are the clip notes. There are basically 4 main principles that will help you stick to your habits, no problem. Make them easy, make them obvious, make them attractive, and make them satisfying. Sounds great, but what does that actually look like in practice when it comes to something like biohacking? For one, I keep almost all of my health gadgets out and around me so that I don't have to spend any extra time setting things up. They're pretty much just there, ready to go. I also keep all my supplements in my line of sight when I open the fridge so I don't forget to take them. And then there are automatic timers like this standing desk or my 8 sleep device. All of those are on a program timer, so I can pretty much just set and forget. And in terms of easiness, well, a lot of the daily goals I set for myself are actually designed to be short for a reason. 10 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of micro workouts. And when I do this, well, 9 times out of 10, I'll probably exceed the daily goal I set for myself. But I have found for me, setting the bar low is the best way for me to just do the damn thing. Now, when it comes to the attractive element, Claire talks about habits being attractive when you can actually associate a positive feeling around it. And so even if the health hack you're doing is really, really hard, like an ice bath, plan to do something immediately after as your reward so you can start building positive associations around that habit. And finally, we come to making habits satisfying. Now, when it comes to a lot of the habits I do every day, whether it be stretching on the Vibe or doing a meditation, just doing the thing itself can be inherently satisfying because of the way it makes me feel mentally and physically. But for many of us, including myself, this isn't quite enough. We need more of an incentive or dopamine hit to keep the habit going. So for me, I love gamification, and so this comes in the form of something like a habit tracker. Now, I have played around with a lot of habit trackers over the years, from Productive to Tally and Streaks, but I recently came across one that does a lot more than just track your habits. It's called UltiSelf, and they've created an entire platform dedicated to the science and psychology of health optimization and habits. And what I like most is that they've added a very unique educational aspect to habit and routine building that I just haven't seen in any other trackers. For instance, each one of the habits listed in their catalog of like 300 habits has a full summary and details page. And this includes things like the benefits and side effects, suggested frequency and time of day to do the thing, and a long list of published studies to back up these habit claims. And so I think this is super useful and a great resource because it helps reinforce why you're doing the habit to begin with. And for someone who still uses a written daily planner, I really do like how UltiSelf has organized their tracking page. Now, most of the apps I've used in the past just show you a daily calendar view, but UltiSelf actually shows you your habits based on your week at a glance. And I personally prefer that style because I like to see the big picture of what's going on, and it really does help keep me more accountable. And finally, we come to the app's pre-built routines. So if you know what you want to improve, but you're not really sure what the habit building strategy looks like, well, this is actually a great option. So right now they have a couple of different routines and goals with pre-built habits that you can actually start implementing right away for things like productivity, stress management, and even sleep. But they're soon rolling out a new feature where you can choose from different entrepreneurs, coaches, and health influencers and start following their routines. Now, I am certainly not an influencer because I can't even jump on a trampoline. But I am really excited and honored to announce that I have decided to partner with UltiSelf to actually make all 3 of my routines, my morning, my evening, and my type A work productivity routine available on the app for you guys to download and follow along. And if you want to learn more, you can find that link in the show notes below. Now, I worked really hard on these routines and I spent more hours than I would like to admit on building these, but I have to say that I'm just really excited to get this information out there, and I would never promote something that I don't personally use myself. That being said, always transparent with you guys. Full disclosure, I do make a small affiliate through this referral link, so you guys get some savings and I get a little kickback to help support the growth of this channel. But of course, if you can't afford to pay this right now, or you don't want to download the app, I didn't want to put my information behind a paywall. And so I have listed out all of my habits on my website at katietypea.com/routines. Mind you, it is pretty bare bones and definitely doesn't have all the cool app tracking features that the UltiSelf app has, but there you go. So I hope you guys found this video helpful or useful, and I would love to know about any cool habits that you guys are doing right now that you want me to try, And maybe I can even convince UltiSelf to let me update my habits in the app down the line. So feel free to leave a comment below, or you can always hit me up on my DM at KatieTypeA. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned something, if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, you know what to do. Click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified each week when I drop a new video. And until then, I can't wait to catch you on the next one.